What's your name? What is it? Ryan. What's your last name?
Clark.
Can you spell it?
Clark.
Thanks. What's your year and major?
I'm a French and English major, and I'm a sophomore.
Cool. And where are you from?
Around here, Albany, Maryland.
Okay. So what do you think of the budget crisis? You're familiar with it?
Yeah, I mean, I say I'm familiar with it. I just read, articles in the paper every now and again. There are probably plenty of people who know more about it than I do. But, I mean, I know that a lot of people think it's a big issue right now, and I think everyone's kind of trying to approach it in a political fashion as opposed to trying to actually solve it, work together and see what programs actually can be cut that would benefit the most people, be best for the common good, to lower the deficit. But, I mean, it's all a matter of opinion. Everyone has their own opinion, and no one seems to be budging. So it's just, I mean, I don't stress out over it too much because what's that going to do? Until people in Washington decide to come around and actually get down to work, then it's not going to get any better.
So you're not concerned as a student?
As a student, well, there is concern that, for example, public education is going to be underfunded. I know, what was that guy's name? The governor of New Jersey last year cut I don't know how many millions of dollars from public schools, and I mean that just incredibly upset me. But I think that really kind of cuts down people's chances for those who can't afford private education to come to good public universities and public schools and get just as good of an education as they would at a private school.
Yeah, apparently the student loan debts have now exceeded credit card debts, which they really didn't anticipate. Do you have a reaction to that?
That doesn't surprise me. Student loan, it's funny because in Europe, universities and college education is paid for by taxes, and so it can be like in Spain, like €1,000 a year to go to school at University of Madrid. So I think it's really just an issue of the way we approach paying for college to begin with. There's no reason why taxes can't be reallocated towards public education to ultimately, have more of that covered in scholarships and grants and stuff like that for students, as opposed to all the other programs that's going towards right now, the war, But I mean, it's not an issue.
Are you concerned about a possible government shutdown?
Not really. It happened in '95, and I mean, we lived through it. And I think the only reason that that kind of the shutdown is a possibility is to kind of wake people up and say, all right, look, we need to. If the government shuts down, that's going to, we're finally going to see some consequences to all these decisions. So we need to actually get moving on this.
So how would you like to see the government respond?
I guess, like I said, it just everything's so